Alright everybody, so the first video you saw from day one of Songkran was day one. And 2 days after that I found out from a local girl downstairs that the biggest day is the last day. So I recovered my energy and I didn't go out any of the other days, and I waited for the last day of Songkran. And let me tell you, these people know how to party. So I hopped on the motorcycle. The drive is normally about 20 minutes from the condo to Pattaya. And this road, the main road, is usually clear. You know, you stop at a red light here and there at the intersection, and that's about it. But less than a quarter of the way out, I hit this wall of traffic. And I still got a ways to go. And so I'm crawling and inching through, and I realize this is the route to the festival. Like, all these people are going to that. Like, this is the festival. It was so much traffic, you guys. And the cause of the traffic was along this main highway that's normally like, imagine you're going down the 405 freeway and you hit a wall of traffic, and the traffic is there because people are partying along the side of the highway and they've taken over some of the lanes. And so now, where the traffic is usually just zipping through at, like, you know, at a regular speed, it's crawling at a slow pace for the entire time. I mean, it was just mind-boggling. And so I had to pull over to figure out how the hell am I going to get there, because there's no way I'm going to get there at this pace. There was no way. And so I figured out a route taking all these little back alleys. Thailand is known for these little, like, I mean, they're like little tiny alleyways stuck between the weirdest places. And, you know, you can navigate them, but they don't really show up on Google Maps as a viable route, but you can navigate them. So I figured out a way to get there. And even in these tiny alleys, you guys, it was people everywhere just throwing water on everyone. They're walking up to you and they brush your face real gently with this clay and just tell you Happy New Year. And it was just nice, family oriented. Everybody's interacting with each other in this playful, celebratory manner. It was probably one of the most beautiful celebrations I've seen in my life. I've been to mansion parties in Hollywood Hills. I've been to celebrity parties, you know, pool parties, private parties out in Malibu. You know, we have New Year celebrations in Los Angeles. A lifetime of that, but I've never experienced anything like this. Just the whole interactiveness to it, where you have strangers walking up to you and lightly tapping this clay across your face. And then it goes on all night long, everywhere you go. It's just throngs of people, all ages, the young, the old, and no one's tripping. They'll walk up to you and, you know, beautiful women just touching your face. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Welcome to Thailand. It's just wonderful. These people love the party. They love to party. It's as if they're normally such a reserved culture. You know, like, normally you don't really hear, like, cars driving around the streets bumping loud music like you do in Los Angeles or in the U.S. period. Like, even when I got the house in Cincinnati, once in a while, on the regular, we would hear somebody blasting music. But you don't really hear that here. You may see it on the beach once in a while, but normally everyone's to themselves. So now that you have this scenario, it's like they go all out. And it's a beautiful sight to see. I was in one room near one bar walking through, and one song came on, and it was a group of women from Isan, and they started doing this traditional Thailand dance with their hands, and it was just beautiful. Unfortunately, everything had died by then except for the drone, and I wasn't about to fly the drone because everywhere you turned was water. So that wasn't an option. But it was just, man, a wonderful display. I can't even say a display. It was a wonderful way to participate into a wonderful way to participate in Thailand culture, because you definitely have to participate. And getting back was just as difficult as getting there. It was like they partied on the route up there and they were partying on the route back. So it took me just as long to get back. And when I finally got back, they were still partying on Jantiem Beach. And so I just gave in and fuck it. I just parked the bike and just walked, danced until I couldn't dance anymore. It was great. So I would definitely say if you have family, kids, this is a festival you want to see in Thailand. It is like nothing you've ever experienced before. It was like someone called up the whole country and said, hey, bring your water guns. We're going to party. And then everybody said, all right, bet, see you there. And they all showed up with water guns. And no one was tripping. You know, everyone, strangers walking up to you, spreading this stuff on your face, and no one's tripping. It was beautiful. It's beautiful. Kudos to Thailand. They doing something right over here, you guys. They doing something right.